Well, a bit of drama. I asked for a bit of drama, but it wasn't fun, but we've had a good day.
Now, some have called this the Bathurst of New Zealand, and others have called this the Nürburgring of New Zealand, and a select few have called this the Le Mans of New Zealand. Welcome to Hampton Downs Motorsport Park. What are we up to today? We've got 3 sessions, and today's challenge is to find out if this is the fastest go-karts in New Zealand. Now, how are we going to figure that out? Well, it's whether I come first or last, baby. Thanks to the lovely wife and buy me a gift card to go see the go-karts. To go drive the go-karts, not see the go-karts. So yeah, we're off, pretty excited. I think, these ones are meant to go pretty fast. Some say the fastest. We'll find out. Pretty fast. So yeah, we're going to go down. They should have a leaderboard. Now, where on the leaderboard should I get, babe?
Top.
The top? Alright, the top, that's the challenge. The top, number 1. Expectations for the day? Well, it's overcast, but dry. So that's good racing conditions. It's not too hot, not too sticky. We should be able to put in some good lap times today as long as we don't get a rubbish kart. My back and calf are a bit sore today, so it ain't going to help, but it is what it is. Been putting this off for about 6 months because I've had a sore back, but today we're just going to thrash it, and we either break our back or we don't. Sweet, so here we are, Hampton Downs today. What are we up to today? We've got 3 sessions, and today's challenge is to find out if this is the fastest go-karts in New Zealand. Now, how are we going to figure that out? Well, it's whether I come first or last, baby. If I'm not number 1, then this track is slow. Definitely. Anyway, we got 3 sessions coming up soon, and I'll have the leaderboard here, and yeah, goal is number 1. First goal, get in the top 10. I think we should be able to do that. I think a 30s, 29 is a very fast lap here. I think a 30-second lap, but yeah, that's the goal. Get a 30-second, get top 10. But really, if we're not first, we're last, and this track sucks. Nah, doesn't really suck. Looks great fun. There's a hill. Enough of my talking, enough of my jibber jabber. Let's just get it in, go for a spin, and see how much fun this is.
Put your helmets on, you can go on.
Well, there we go. First session down. Tell you what, the hammy is taking a beating. The back's all right, but the hammy's no good. Anyway, got the results and a bit of improvement. So we have made top 10, but we're not number one. We've got some work to do. We're only third in that session. A young kid, probably half my weight, beat me, and one of the staff members. So a bit to work on. Legs getting tired, but wow, got another round to go, so let's get into that.
Number 9, yeah.
Did I do any better? The times aren't up. I don't know if I enjoyed that one more or less because it definitely had less grip on the tyres, but that car felt a lot better than the first one. So we're just down, second session is down. Whew. Wasn't quite sure going out there. It had definitely more slippy tyres, but the kart itself felt a lot better. Had some good times in there. Feeling nice and warmed up. The real challenge is going to be session 3. There's quite a few people have turned up now, so if we're all out with them, it's going to be very hard to get number 1. It's about half a second, but number 1's the goal. So better stay tuned for my fastest lap, and we'll see if we can crack the almighty first place. Or even better, get into the 29 seconds, no one's been there. So almost ready. Time to go for round 3.
And we are out of the blocks. So we're first off today, leading everyone else out the pack, which is nice and good. We've got some clear air, so time to put the foot to the ground. Now, there'll be a bit of a theme in this third session. I can tell right from the start that it's not quite all hooked up, but it is a warm-up, so hopefully the kart will come to us. Just doesn't quite feel there, but hey look, lap 1, let's lay down a time and see how we do get around here. So, not quite got a fully warmed up kart yet, but we still should be in for a good lap time. We've got clear air, keeping it nice and tidy. The kart's pretty much well in control. Going up the hill, feel a little slow. Do start checking my shoulder quite a few times though, because, well, I might be in front, but I'm just not quite dropping the others behind me. Seeing it through the S's at the end of the lap, holding it tight, and it just feels like an age to get here, and boom, or something like 33 seconds. Anyway, we skip forward another lap, and I've been overtaken, and I just couldn't quite drop the guy behind me. He nips in front of me as we overtake some lap traffic, and I think, you know what, I was about to come in, but here's a chance to make the most of a good session. See if we can have a good one-on-one to entertain everyone back at home. So he bridged a little bit of a gap to me after that overtake, and now I'm just in a mode of trying to smooth it out. Bit of human DRS tucking in and see if we can reel him in here. He's got a good probably 3 car lengths on me at the moment. He has a little bit of a swish at the end of the second corner, and I've got good momentum coming up the hill. See if we can tighten it in around here. Can't quite reel them in though. So once again, sending it into the downhill S's, real tight there on the first corner, so you get a nice wide entry, late apex for the last corner, coming back down the start finish line. Made like maybe a minuscule bit of progress here on this lap, but still not quite enough to reel them in. Just got that little bit enough gap to keep me at bay at the moment, and I'm unable to put the pressure on. Let's see if we can change things over the next few coming laps as we're coming up with some more traffic, which should help hopefully spice things up. So we're sending it down again, start finish. Some traffic on the inside. Oh, that is the one. He didn't know to go left or right. Couldn't thread the needle. Goes in around corner 2, and we just simply follow. Now we're able to close it up much better. Got the momentum going up the hill, tucked him behind him. Now we'll sort of reduce that down to 1.5 car lengths, I'd say. I've still got the run on him. Coming down into the last corner, keeping it tight. Oh, it is on. I feel like if we can put on a spectacular move, it's all going to be worth it. You know, he does peek over the shoulders. He realised he hasn't shaken me for the last 3 or so laps since he overtook me. Now he really does start to put his head down himself. I am just close enough now that he can feel me. Put the pressure on. Let's see, can we get him? We were good in this section last lap round. Can we do it again? Holding it twice, nice, but it just seems like he just gets away from us a little bit there, which is unfortunate. And then, oh no, that is not music to my ears. And look at the gap. Oh, what has happened? I can assure you it was not me. I was not lifting my foot one bit. At this point, I've just got it fully flat down. He's getting away. Maybe it was just coincidence, but we'll try it again, and just a backfire coming into the last corner again, which really triggered me. I was like, I should have jumped off this lap, but we're stuck on it one more. First corner, absolutely dogging it. I'm looking around, I'm like looking at the marshals at this point, wondering, do they have their finger on the button? Are they screwing me over? Anyway, have to bring it in that lap. The Kart has just got nothing left in it. May as well go for a walk home.
Just backfiring and losing power when turning.
That's right. You want to jump in Kart 16 then?
Okay.
Anyway, Kart 16. We're off round 2. Except, same round, we're just laps behind everyone else. Instantly though, don't know if you can tell, but just the car feels, it's smooth, it glides, it flows into the corners. Already feel much more comfortable at home, even in the car. Cold tyres, cold engine, already instantly better. Coming up on some lap traffic here, see if we can dispatch him, because I'm on borrowed time, man. I'm like a dead man walking at this point. I know I've been out there for half a dozen laps with a slow car, coming to the pits, swapped over. It's only a 10-minute session. Don't have a lot of time to get this done. So kind of give him some space. I didn't think he knew I was there, so I don't want to scare him. Coming into the top of the hill, realised I wasn't really close enough, so just repositioned to get the momentum coming down into that last corner. Kind of wanted to nick on the inside, but he's just holding it tight, so outside it is. Sending it down to the start finish. Now at this point, just got to put your head down. I mean, not every race is going to go as good as you hope, especially in public sessions. The Kart you get is the Kart you get. You just got to stay positive, put your best foot forward. So that's what I'm trying to do here. Just knuckle down, send the car up the hill, keep it tight, bit of momentum. We can see the cars in front, so that's our goal. Can we reel them in? For all I know, there's 5 seconds left, but that doesn't matter. So coming across the start finish line, can't quite see it on the cam there, but I did see a flash. I was down 3rd or 4th or something, just one lap straight up to first. I knew this car was money. If only I'd done it earlier, could have been in for a real cracker of a 3rd session. This is the 2nd flying lap I've got now. Oh, keeping it nice and tight, lovely. Sending it around the last corner, an even better lap still. Now, let's see if we can do it again. Like I said, you just don't know when this is going to come to an end. You just got to keep putting your foot to the floor. I mean, you do that anyway, but there's no self-preservation here. It is really all or nothing, every single lap. Not trying any different lines or anything, just really trying to hammer home what I've picked up from the first 2 sessions. In nice and tight, on the final corner, rolling it out. Oh no, there goes the checkered flag. Don't worry, that wasn't me lifting my foot off. That time, they unfortunately did cut the power. Probably about 4 or 5 metres out from the finish. And it might have cost me. But oh well, wasn't the best session anyway.
Was that better?
Yeah, I knew that one was slow as soon as I went out. It just got worse as I was going around. Night and day.
Gradually got worse and worse over the course.
Yeah, because I was tight behind one guy. Then all of a sudden I just started dropping. And it was like on the big long turns, and it was just, as soon as you turned in, it was just losing power.
Okay, yeah, we've got into that issue that's happened before on that Kart, so
Yeah.
keep it coming in and letting us know.
Yeah, that's all good. Well, that was disappointing. Don't know that I would have improved my time. Number 13 is a dud. Don't ride number 13. What did he put? 16 was good.
You ended up coming first in 16.
Oh, yeah.
Overall.
Yeah. I had one good lap in 16, and that was the last lap, and he put the limiter on. I was like 3 meters from the finish. I was like, that would have cost me some time. It was slow as soon as I took off. I was like, this was a slow one. Because I could tell the guy behind me, I wasn't dropping him. And then when I got behind him, I was like stuck right on him. And then all of a sudden I just started dropping back in the corners. I should have just come in earlier, like straight away, going, this kart's slow, can I get another one? I got one good lap, that last lap, I think.
No, your second to last, I think, was
Oh,
when
I think.
you came first.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
I reckon I might have beaten it on the last lap, but it was, I think, because they put the limiter on right before the finish, I probably lost a few tenths. Oh, well, bit of drama. I asked for a bit of drama, but it wasn't fun, but we've had a good day.
Yeah, well, there we go. So, just to recap our race results, in our first session, man, we have got to start off the day quicker. We're third in our session, we definitely could have pushed a lot faster, a lot sooner. But that being said, we're still on the top 10 for the week. Moving on to our second session, this is where we really put the hammer to the nail. Taking out number one, not even close, blasting the top speeds, the best you've ever seen, or the fourth best for the week only just. But it was a good session, nice fast session, never looked in doubt. 18, 19 laps. Yeehaw! Last session, bit of a mixed bag. Oh, I love this top graph here, top left. You can see our times just woeful, just sitting up there between around the 33 second mark, and then they're off the chart. Once we get back into car 16, we are blitzing the pace, but we just, we only get about 4 laps before we're pulled back into the pits and just can't quite put it together. But there we go. Top time of the weekend was a 30.739. Now I'll take that. Next time, we'll definitely be looking to see if we can get in the low 30s or the 29s. It was a lot of fun that weekend. My thoughts on, is it the fastest go track in New Zealand? Wow, it's not the fastest go-karts I've ever been in, but I tell you what, that hill up the back of the section, coming down there, swinging it through those S's, you can do that at full speed. It is probably it's the fastest fun corner. I think I could say that for sure. Hampton Downs has the fastest fun corner in New Zealand. You've got to go there just to experience that. Anyway, that's the results. See you next time. Willies Workshop. Peace out.